Just told Jordan was going to bring me a t-shirt. Doesn't look like I'm getting one, and I'll let Grady keep his on. But good morning, everyone. Good afternoon. Appreciate you all tuning in and watching, being here today, being part of our community. I'm Andrew Moore, and I lead the SaaS products here at SailPoint. And I'm just looking forward to this discussion today and a great week ahead. What are we going to cover this morning? Technical introduction to Atlas and Identity Security Cloud. Now, what does that mean? You may be noticing some new branding across the developer community, across our website, and how we talk about our core SaaS platform and the solutions that we put out in the market. So we're going to dive into that, deconstruct what it means to this audience, what you can do with it, what it empowers, the value that's inherent in what we have available today, and the vision we have for these products. So it should be a great discussion. And before I jump in, I just want to reiterate something I've heard from Jordan and from Grady, at least on this stage, and I know we shared across all of SailPoint, but just a thank you to this community. I've been here 3 years, and it's been remarkable to watch the progression, just the kind of collaboration and creativity that we're seeing coming out of this group. These people that keep growing, keep bringing new novel solutions to the things that we build and what we can put out into the market. So thank you. I'm just really impressed and continue to see surprising things, which in my role as a product leader here, it's what I love to see. It's why I build, is to come seeing people doing more value creation on top of the things that we build beyond what we're capable of as well. Let's see if I can get the clicker working here. All right, so I'm going to take a really long walk into our history. I'm kidding, of course. It's not going to be that long. I promise you that. But I'd be remiss if I didn't start with the heritage of innovation at SailPoint to talk about where we're headed. And we think about this story in 3 chapters. First chapter, identity governance. And at SailPoint, we largely see this company, this organization, as pioneers in that space. We helped really forge a path in governance, what it meant to meet the compliance and regulation standards globally that the most complex organizations in the world needed. This is when we introduced the likes of Identity IQ, our on-premise core governance solution, as well as Identity Now, our first foray into the SaaS landscape as customers started to demand that. But what was unique about that time? Largely, the speed at which things were done were admin time. We had identity administrators, admins. When they were going to perform a job, that's when they were going to design the access model or certify access, and it happened at that moment in time. It wasn't real time, it wasn't dynamic. And there was a major focus on compliance and governance. And you can see some of the technologies used there below, which you may sort of grin at. A lot of those still live and well today. But let's talk about chapter 2. The chapter that we've been in the last few years here at SailPoint. We think of this as identity security. And you'll recognize that name in what we're calling our SaaS platform today, Identity Security Cloud, and the underlying Atlas platform. And why that moniker, why that branding? There was this major market shift that happened when customers started reacting to what was possible when you embedded identity into the security landscape. When you really thought about how to use extensibility, thread it into all the applications that you may have, your automation ecosystem, on-prem, cloud, the types of things you needed to do to actually get full visibility. And there was this groundswell of really noting what could be done through the identity vector first and foremost when it came to securing the enterprise. So this chapter has been just instrumental in SailPoint's history and in our growth. And what we've done is we've introduced just a growing set of capabilities to our customers. This is when we introduced last year Identity Security Cloud, and we've really doubled down on what that means and the growth in that product space. And we're gonna deconstruct that today, as I said. And this is when we began building new adjacent capabilities, things like cloud infrastructure entitlement management, data access security, new types of identities like non-employees, third party, and contractors. And what enabled that was this underlying bedrock foundation of the SailPoint Atlas platform. So where are we headed? Where's chapter 3? What's next? We've got some really exciting and powerful things ahead that we'll be doing, in coordination with this community. Grady talked about some of the co-development we're doing with some of our most innovative customers as well. But we've been working toward this true real-time, policy-driven, and dynamic platform that can react to security issues, new insights found in data that had yet to be combined until we really focused in on this centralized data model and machine learning platform. Now, what are we able to bring to market in unique, new, modern ways? Investments in privilege, investments in threat detection, and how we can leverage the background that we built in our machine learning, our outlier detection and anomaly detection engine, and the automation that we can put together. We'll walk through what that looks like today. So this is just a really, I keep using that term, exciting, game-changing moment for us and our platform. And we felt that it was the right time to really reposition, rebrand, and align with what we see happening in the market as this identity security focused organization. So this is a architectural diagram that you may have seen if you've been working with SailPoint for a while, that I like because it demonstrates not only what's at the core, that bedrock that you see there in SailPoint Atlas. This is the foundation that enables our extensibility functions. It enables us to derive these personalized insights and run automation in this real-time oriented, risk-based approach that we have been building toward for years now. Now, what do we layer on top of this? Our policy engine. What does this mean? Lots of different things can contain policy in our platform today, from roles containing logic around policy to separation of duties and what that means. Now we're seeing new opportunities to really make it simple, easy, and robust to embed logical policy into an identity security system like ours to be able to run these plays at scale. Because we found that over time, and especially in these last few years with the phenomena happening out in the world, from the work from home revolution, the mass proliferation of SaaS applications, product-led growth popping up, all sorts of new opportunities, and really developer-centric platforms creating new kind of highly configured, customized opportunities out there, we needed to make investments that enabled us to be incredibly flexible in the way that our customers can build toward the outcomes that they need to achieve. So why do I like this view? It starts with SailPoint Atlas. We're going to go a layer deep into that in just a moment. And then working your way up, you can see Identity Security Cloud. These are the capabilities that we offer. Solutions in the market that you purchase, that you'll recognize many of these names or feature sets. And the reason that we've gone to market in this way is we started hearing from our customers two things. One is AI needed to be embedded. It's a tool in the way that we solve the most critical problems in identity. That's one, and we'll work through how we've done that, where we've done that in Identity Security Cloud. But two, that this platform grows with you, regardless of where you are in your maturity, whether your organization is just getting up and running, or the customers that you're working with they're new. They have maybe an audit finding and they need to get an identity platform up and running. We've got a solution for you there as part of Identity Security Cloud. You're growing. You're starting to think about automation, multiple different use cases that you need to solve for, broader visibility, maybe new identity types or data that you want to bring in. We've got a solution there. All the way up into the most sophisticated, furthest out horizon, a really full adaptive AI making decisions, running plays for you, rooted in that policy that we talked about. And the beauty of how we've been building this architecture is SailPoint Atlas enables investment protection for our customers and for our developers, so that you can grow alongside the maturity of your organization or your customer without having to re-platform, without having to rethink end-to-end how you're approaching the solution that you built. Clicker doesn't like me. I'm just going to point it in random directions now. There we go. All right, so let's talk about Atlas Platform. You'll recognize these from that last architecture page. These are the common services that comprise our Atlas Platform today. Now, on the left side, I want to talk about the value that is delivered through this. Embedding identity into your security fabric through our extensibility frameworks, through the tooling that we have in this developer community, leveraging our connectivity fabric to connect to any type of application, any app that you can throw at us, being able to connect to that, to ingest in, visualize, govern, and secure. Centralized data model and machine learning platform. I can't underscore this one enough. We talk about it a lot, but it's been such an important investment and journey for us that we're really starting to reap major benefits in this era of true machine learning, where we're capturing all these new and unseen previously insights by bringing data types that maybe were in siloed data stores previously into a centralized space. So we can find new relationships, new risk opportunities before the bad actors open up those opportunities and act upon them. And why do we keep that centralized data model and machine learning platform together and how we speak about it? Because data is, while it's powerful to be able to visualize, see what's happening in your program, unless you can start to leverage, create value, drive outcomes off of that data, we recognize we're not bringing the value that people look to SailPoint to do. And that's where we're focused. We're focused on high velocity machine learning where we can get multiple models out there and run fast and adapt those models so that we're beyond that static admin time and in that real time reacting to threat detection. So such an important part of SailPoint Atlas. Next up, just deep configuration. I use this word very specifically, and if you've heard me talk about this previously, you'll recognize it. For so long, you maybe heard customization as either a bad word or something that could lead to identity programs getting into issues with backward compatibility or really costly upgrade paths. As a SaaS platform, customers look to us to enable both of those things, to enable backward compatibility and just speed of innovation and velocity without having to have those upgrade pains and costs associated with them. So the way that we are building our platform, when we think through extensibility, our workflow automation engine, things of that nature, is that you can really deeply configure both at the root and at the edge so that the bespoke needs that you may have in your organization can be met. And that's not to say anything is possible that you can customize to your heart's delight and it won't slow you down or put you in risk in the long term if you make it so custom that you don't know how it works any longer. But we work really closely with customers to understand those pains, learn from peers, learn from market expertise in this organization and beyond to enable that deep configuration, and we continue to build that into the root of Atlas. Comprehensive insights. I talked about one side of that value on top of a centralized data model being machine learning and building new capabilities rooted in AI on top of that, but also just giving you access to that data so you can see what's happening in your program easily, so that you can self-author reports to show value to your stakeholders or understand what's happening in all the different parameters of views that you need to see in the platform. And I'll just expound upon that a little bit too. I mentioned self-authoring. We see this as a really important piece in the continued growth of Atlas, from our My SailPoint homepage and how you can self-author widgets and see different insights and get from insight to action quickly. From our Access Intelligence Center, a embedded integrated business intelligence suite where you can build your own views and understand what you need to understand. This is just part of the principle behind how we think about visualization and insights that are personalized to you as part of the Atlas platform. So those are the core common services in Atlas. Let's talk about Identity Security Cloud, because Atlas being that foundation, Identity Security Cloud is how we deliver solutions to our customers, how you consume, how you buy our identity products. And you may be wondering, what happened to Identity Now? Where is Identity Now? A big group of our customers will still think of and know our SaaS offering as Identity Now. Identity Now is growing up. This is part of that maturation, that innovation heritage story, and the continuation of our story where we're adding new capabilities, new flexibility, new growth. And so it's become Identity Security Cloud, which encapsulates Identity Now and so much more. So there are three solutions that we offer as part of Identity Security Cloud. There's Standard, there's Business, and Business Plus. And I mentioned this earlier. We aim to come to our customers where they are in their journey. Whether you're just getting started or you're at the most mature horizon, we worked with our customers, our partners, developers to understand what are the types of problems when you're at this part in your journey you need to solve. And another element that you'll notice here, and I'm not going to go through all these, you can find this on our website to see how this is put together, how these packages operate, the value inherent in each of them, and how they build on each other. But I do want to underscore that you now see, rather than artificial intelligence products that are bought, as an add-on to maybe a governance module that you've purchased, we're embedding that straight into the way that we solve problems in SaaS. We're always thinking about it as a tool that can be used to solve the most audacious problems. Either those that have been around for as long as anyone has been in this industry, like faster connectivity, how you get time to value quickly, all the way to threat detection that I mentioned earlier. Are we seeing insights in data, access anomalies through activity data that you can react to, automate, secure quickly? So as you read through this, you'll notice that we think about the features in each of these packages in four main areas that you'll see at the top of each of those three packages. Access modeling, how you design your access model. And there's strengthening, changing, more dynamic capabilities as you go from left to right here. Lifecycle management, compliance, and analytics. And the capabilities within each of those, as I mentioned, we're just going to continue really listening to our customers, focusing on how we make sure they are solving the problems that they're faced with at that point in their identity journey. There's one other element that I want to talk about as part of this broader picture, which is we talked about the foundation in SailPoint Atlas, that bedrock platform for us, how we deliver our identity solutions in Identity Security Cloud. But we also recognize that there are a growing need of capabilities that our customer needs. So we do have these add-ons that we are building using Atlas platform to enable seamless integration to our broader portfolio in the SaaS ecosystem. So these add-on solutions, non-employee risk management, this has been our foray into understanding that threat vector coming from outside the organization with your closest partners, whether these are contract workforce, whether these are third parties that you need to accomplish the goals of your business. There is such inherent kind of risk and value that you have to balance there, and we've been seeing tremendous just outcomes from our customers in this non-employee risk management product space. Access risk management, this is about automating risk analysis in real time, specifically within your SAP ecosystem, but growing beyond that as well. Password management, I think it speaks for itself. Data access security, this was a new launch for us that was built directly on top of the Atlas platform this past year that we launched at Navigate, getting into unstructured data, understanding sensitive data, risky data, analyzing that, and also connecting it directly into your identity system for lifecycle management and compliance risk analysis. Cloud infrastructure entitlement management. I talked about what had driven just this need for us to expand the concept, our space, our core platform into Identity Security Cloud, just the growth in cloud service providers, where we're seeing multi-cloud hybrid environments in every single customer that we work with. This product, Cloud Infrastructure Entitlement Management, integrated directly into Identity Security Cloud, enabling you to visualize, understand effective access, and also then flow all that value directly into all the capabilities you get in Identity Security Cloud. And last but not least, an advancement that we've launched in the insights and analytics space in Snowflake Secure Data Share, where you can get access to the underlying root identity data in your ecosystem, in your platform, shared directly for Snowflake if you're a Snowflake customer. Why do I mention this? Why do I bring these up? It's just to show you that between that foundational platform and Atlas, we're able to speed up innovation, offer new capabilities to our customers. We have big plans that you'll start to hear more about over the course of the 4 days too, on how we extend that, how we enable more capabilities in your hands, in our developer and partner hands, so that you can grow the value set even beyond what's possible today. So we'd love to hear from you on the types of things you're looking for in Identity Security Cloud, just that growth story, that investment protection that we've aimed to construct and architect and how we think about our products, the way we build, and also these add-on solutions as we continue to bring more and more value alongside our core platform. So without any further ado, that's everything for me today. I'm going to jump into the chat, answer some questions after this. So please, hit us with your questions. Once again, thank you for being here, for being part of this incredible community, and looking forward to continuing the conversation shortly here. Thanks, everybody.